Good morning, students. As we have started our chapter number 8, that is quadrilateral, here I have written first theorem of this chapter, and the theorem is a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. It means the given figure is a parallelogram. The given figure is a parallelogram. Let's give the name is A, B, C, D. So what we will write in the given portion, as we all know that for proving any theorem we have to divide it to 3 or 4 parts. First part is given, second part is to show, third is if construction is required in the theorem, and the last one is proof. So here I have written given. Given is a parallelogram ABCD. A parallelogram ABCD. To show, we have to show. Now they have written that a diagonal of a parallelogram. So here we are going to draw one diagonal, and this is not the construction because it is already given in the statement only. So join AC. We have to show that AC means we are having two triangle ABC and triangle, the second triangle is CDA. We have to show that these two triangles are congruent. In this theorem, the construction is not required, so we will directly start with the proof. As we have to show that these two triangles are congruent. In chapter number 7, we already read about this. If you want to show these two triangles are congruent, we will write in triangle ABC and triangle CDA. You have to see which part will corresponding or the respective parts will be equal. And for choosing the equal part, we have to write the parts of ABC this side and the parts of triangle CDA this side. Clear? So the first part is ABC, this triangle, and CDA, this triangle. We know that the opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal. So we can say the sides are equal and these sides are also equal and this side is common. And one more thing we know about it, angle this is equals to angle this. Reason is alternate interior angle. So for proving this theorem, we are having 2 to 3 methods, but we are going to choose the concept of the side because it is the easiest one in all these methods. So in triangle ABC and triangle CDA, we can say that AB is equals to CD. Why AB is equals to CD? Why these two sides are equal? Reason is opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Clear? Now the second one is BC is equals to AD. BC is equals to AD, and the reason is same. Opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. We have to write reason for each and every answer because in the practical question we are just doing the calculation work. But in these types of question we are just giving the explanation for our each and every step. So for giving the explanation you have to write the reasons also. So after getting this, we are getting these two pairs are equal. Now I think you all are agree with that AC is equals to AC. And why AC is equals to AC? Because this side is common in both the triangles. So we will write common side. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA, and the reason for this side rule. By the side rule. I have written 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, and I have also written the 4 reasons for all the respective one. So these two triangles are congruent. Now don't write hence prove after this line because the statement of the theorem is this, so you have to write the answer in this word only. Therefore, a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two triangles. It into two congruent triangles. Two congruent triangles. Now we can write hence proved. Hence proved. Now as we have completed this theorem, we can use this theorem in our every question. Whenever it will be required, we can use this, that if we are having a parallelogram and a diagonal in it, then we can always say that the diagonal divides the parallelogram into two triangles and these two triangles will be congruent. Clear, students? So this is theorem 8.1. We are having total 10 theorems and we will continue with the same. Thank you, class.